Okay, so another thing I thought I could show you is the scp command. So it works over SSH, so you probably know how to connect to a particular user at a particular IP address, so we could do something like that. But with scp, it takes two arguments, and the first is the file that you want to transfer, and the second is the destination. So for example, we could, if we create a, let's create a directory test, and in test we can put a file. So let's put that into test/test.txt. Okay. And now what we can do is, because I have over here, let's just demonstrate that SSH command, because I'm going to log into a Raspberry Pi server that I've got running here. So we get in there, nice, and let's do the same thing. Let's make a directory test. Okay. Oh, okay. So we've got that here. Let's make a directory testing. Okay. And then let's see into testing. Okay, so we've got nothing in here at the moment. Nothing in testing on the smart home server. And over here on Spinoinkle1, we are going to use the scp command, and we're going to scp that file that we made, which is in test/test.txt. And it's the pi at 192.168, exactly the same as if you were to SSH, and then we use a colon, and we can then specify the destination, the location. So that was in testing, and that's done. Now it's worth saying that I've got SSH keys set up between these two machines, so usually you would have to put in your password at that point, just like SSH. So yeah, what else? So for example, yeah, you can do it in reverse. So we could let's make a new file just quickly. So let's echo new file, and let's put that in the same place. So test and new file.txt, and then over in the server, let's grab that in reverse. So it's the IP of the other machine, so that's .95 in this case, and we want that test/new file.txt, and we want to put that in this current testing directory right here. So just like when you connect over SSH, the first time it's going to ask you if you want to add this machine to your list of known hosts, and then because I don't have a key on this machine, I'm going to have to put the password in, but then it transfers that new file over in exactly the same way. So here obviously we've got these two things in reverse from over when we had them on this machine. So what else? So one other thing we can do obviously is to do a whole directory, and it's just the same as a lot of other things. We need the recursive tag, so let's grab that whole testing directory, .95, and it's just the test, and let's put it in here. Ask us for the password, and it lists all the files in that directory, but it only brings over the directory. Well, it brings the directory with the files in it. So if we have a look at that directory, you can see we get new file, test.txt. So that is that. That's scp.